Turned from soccer mom into race truck. On a full race with a rooftop tent. It was 180 miles in Montana. My name's Alex Fleming. I'm with Sherpa Equipment Company, and we are at Overland Expo Mountain West here in Loveland, Colorado. And I'm here to talk to you guys about our 4th gen 4Runner that we race in Ultra4. So this is a 2004 V8 Toyota 4Runner that we turned from soccer mom into race truck. It's been a huge project. We've been doing it for 3.5 years now, and yeah, it's come a long way. So this is a 4600 stock class car, so there's a lot of Toyota left. It's got the factory 4.7 V8 in there, factory transmission, swapped out the transfer case to a part-time one from an FJ Cruiser, but long travel front end from Marlin Crawler, Ford 9-inch in the back. It's got a linked setup back there with 12-inch 2.5s, and this is a Addicted off-road front bumper, Warn winch. This is their Xeon series, super nice winch. And then of course we have the Baja Designs LP9 Pros, which do an awesome job cutting through the dust. So we have a lot of lights on this, and we don't do a lot of night racing, but we still get a ton of use out of these. For example, out in Oklahoma, we were racing and we were in this dark grove of trees, and the dust was super bad. And without these lights, I don't think we would have been able to keep the pace that we had. So I was stoked to have some really bright ambers up front. So for ditch lights, we're rocking the XL80s in amber. Those are super nice just to give us some light that pushes off to the side. A lot of our forward-facing light up here, and including the roof bar, are very focused straight forward, so getting some light out on the corners is super nice, especially when you're going fast through corners and stuff. On top, we have the XL80 linkable kit mounted to our Sherpa Princeton rack. That's super nice for just over-the-top light, whether you're trying to get in someone's head behind them when you're racing, flashing lights at them, or going fast at night. So. Inside, we have a custom roll cage, custom dash setup. We have the PRP Alpha seats. These are awesome. They squeeze you really tight and they keep you planted in the car, so you have a lot more control. And then we also have the PRP wheel set up on a custom setup on the factory steering linkage. We have a nice O-ship bar with some bicycle grips from a Grom. Sherpa rack. You would probably wonder why we have a roof rack on a race car. Product testing. We want to showcase that our rack can hold up to doing the crazy stuff we do in Ultra4 and desert racing. And we even have the XL80 linkable kit up there. And this is their brackets, bolts right up with our half fairing. Super easy setup to get dialed in on your truck. We've gone through a lot of iterations on this truck, new suspension setups, lots of suspension tunes, we've broken drivetrain components, but we're definitely getting it dialed in. It's been a lot of learning and pushing the car, because every time we upgrade something, we go faster and we find the next weak link. So we're going to continue to do that and get this thing going as fast as we can.
The rack hasn't broken off?
Yeah, no, we've
crazy.
Had zero issues with our roof rack on the truck. Every now and then we go back through, check hardware, but we've never had an issue breaking the rack. We've even done a full race with a rooftop tent. It was 180 miles in Montana. It was like a 4.5 hour long race with a rooftop tent, no issues. Cool, so to start we have the S2 dust lights, got the spare tire, power tank in case we need some air or our air compressor fails and we need to run the locker off the power tank. That's super nice to have. Fuel cell is in front of the tire, keeps a lot of the weight back over the rear axle. If you're a desert guy, you know that's really helpful for shock tuning and stuff. Tow strap and big beefy bumpers, so when people nerf us or help us get up stuff we're stuck on or we have to back into somebody, it's not going to cause any issues. So up top you can see that we have our old chase bar in here. This is the Amazon special, but we're getting this one swapped out for the RTL from Baja Designs. We're excited to get that in there. And then down here we have these S2s, which are a constant on, which is super nice for people coming up on us in the dust. They can see us, or I guess that's the only reason we have them there. So our rear suspension setup is relatively simple. It's an outboarded 12-inch shock. and we have a Ford 9-inch fab rear axle and a custom 4-link. Overall though, it's really not too different from the factory setup, just slightly longer links, better geometry, and a whole lot more travel. And then we have a 2-inch hydro bump as well.
That's sick.